Hey folks, Mr. Dell here. We are looking at a problem to how to find area and circumference of a circle. This is coming from CPM's course 2, and this is 9.2.1, 9-59. So it says find the area and circumference of a circle with radius of 7. So first of all, circles. Let's talk through this. Make sure we remember what we're doing here. Circles, right? What's unique about a circle is created by taking a point and having an equal distance from that point to every point. So taking that center of the circle, and it's an equal distance from that center to every point on that circle. That's how that circle is created. And that distance has a special name. That distance right there is known as the radius, right? So the radius is that distance. And it tells me for my circle here, my circle is the radius is 7 centimeters. So the distance between the center and the outside of the circle, everywhere along the circle, is 7, right? So that all those distances are 7 from the center to the outside. So that's the radius. That's what the radius is. So we have a couple things we can find: area and circumference. Well, let's talk about circumference first. Circumference is, remember, the distance around. So when you talk about circumference, circumference is the distance around a circle. So how long does it take to travel around the circle? Well, to find circumference, there's a formula, because what we know is that circumference is 3.14-ish, right? So about 3 times the diameter. So the diameter, remember though, the diameter is from end to end. So if the radius is from the center to the end, then the diameter is considered two radius lengths, right? So 7 and 7 would be 14. So for this circle, the diameter is equal to 14 from end to end. So how do you find circumference? Circumference is taking the diameter times pi. Pi is this constant, this 3.14. So we approximate pi to be about 3.14, 3 and 14 hundredths for pi. So to find circumference for this circle, we're going to take the diameter, which we talked about being 14, right? From end to end is 14. If half of it there is 7, the radius is 7, and we multiply that times 3.14. Okay, so do that multiplication, and I'm going to use these little symbols as approximation for this problem because um, pi is being approximated. If you want to say the exact answer to this problem, the exact answer to the problem really is just 14 pi. You can actually write that because pi, again, is just a constant. It's 3.1415926, etc. So, but we usually use 3.14, at least in this grade level, as pi. So this is approximately 43.96, and we would say centimeters because that's what our distance for our radius was and our diameter. So that's circumference. How do you find area? Area, I'll do over here. Area, remember, of course, is the stuff inside. Well, area, I could go through and explain how the area formula exists, but for this problem, I'm just going to tell you what the area formula is. It's pi, so it's again that pi, but this time it's taking the radius and squaring it. Or in other words, taking pi and multiplying it by the radius and then by the radius again. So it's pi, it's that 3.14 times the radius times the radius. So for this problem, we just got to plug that in. And that would be 3.14 times 7 times 7. That's what radius squared means. Okay, so do that math. And when you do that math, you get 100. So area in this case, I'm going to use the approximate because we're approximating our pi, is 153.86. And how do we measure area? It's square units, so it's square centimeters. Okay, square centimeters. So there's my area, there's my circumference. Right, there we go.